What do you think men should be looking at as what a high-value woman is?
I think what they classify as a high-value woman is actually truly a narcissistic woman. And what they should be looking at is a woman who has intrinsic rather than extrinsic values.
Wow.
And what I mean by that is when you select a woman who enjoys explosive kind of attention from men, you're selecting a woman who will never be satisfied with you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow.
And you're selecting a woman who relies on external validation for self-esteem. And that will never go in that woman. What you really should be looking at is a woman who has intrinsic values. And now these are things like how connected I am to my friends and family, how much do I serve my community, how much can I look after you and your well-being, how much self-esteem do I derive from having a purpose and loving those around me. Unfortunately, they look at what is packaged the best way. And that woman is, unfortunately, she's unattainable because she's emotionally broken. To require that much validation can't be healthy. And
There are 5 things I do to be a high-value woman. 1, I keep my nails maintained always. I usually have a really basic manicure like this, almond with a point, put it in neutral by OPI. Sometimes I switch it up with chrome or glitter, but I always try to keep my nails maintained. It makes outfits look so much better. 2, I try to stay worldly. I try to engage in different interesting topics. I try to actually read the paper. I try to see new works of art, listen to different types of music, spending my free time listening to podcasts, learning different subjects. I try to be a student always. 3, I spent a lot of time understanding my boundaries and my values and doing an inventory in who in my life makes me uncomfortable, who touches those boundaries, who doesn't respect those values. I just looked around me. 4, I take care of my body. I drink my water. I drink my spearmint tea. I work out. I do my skincare routine. I just take care of this vessel that God has given me. 5, I'm private, but I'm not secretive. Mystery is definitely something that is good. You don't need to share everything on social media. Everyone doesn't need to know your problems or anything like that. But I do think there's power in vulnerability. There's power in sharing your story. There's power in connecting with other women. But I also keep some things private, and there's power in that privacy. A whole bunch of other things I do to be a high-value woman. So go ahead and follow and let me know if you want to hear more tips.
Signs you're dating a high-value woman. 1, supportive. She encourages your goals and dreams. 2, trustworthy and loyal. You can trust her with your secrets. She's committed to the relationship. 3, communication. She talks openly and honestly with you. 4, respect. She respects your boundaries and expects the same. 5, kindness. She's genuinely kind to others, not just to impress you. 6, honesty. She's truthful even when it's difficult. 7, empathy. She understands and cares about your feelings. 8, resilience. She handles challenges with grace. 9, positive attitude and sense of humor. She focuses on the good in life. She can make you laugh. 10, responsible. She takes care of her obligations. 11, respectful of differences. She respects your opinions even if they differ. 12, appreciative. She shows gratitude for your efforts.
Is a high-valued woman?
A feminine woman. That's the greatest quality you're gonna find within a woman, right? Because a woman that is truly tapped into her feminine nature is a nurturer. She's a healer. When she has that healing and that nurturing, and not only that, she is a multiplier. Meaning that anything that you give her, she will help you multiply. Today's women are takers, right? They just want to receive. They don't know how to take what is given to them and help multiply it. Think about what a woman has that a man doesn't have, and that's a womb. What we give her, she takes that within her womb, and she got that big womb energy. She gonna multiply, right? She's going to produce. Your job is to give her something healthy to produce. A man has a vision. A woman helps produce that vision into reality.
Do you think a high-value woman is supposed to be like?
A high value for me, it isn't much. You don't have to do much.
Okay,
right?
it's just something
have
you
to
embody.
do. You have to do it very well. For me, the dream relationship is the movie The Gentleman. Like the relationship that they have, where he is this absolute killer, and he goes out there, and everyone knows don't with him, and she is his queen by his side, and she understands the mission, and she understands when do I say things, when do I not say things, how do I represent not only me but us as the king and the queen, and also protect the entire kingdom, and what's the things that I tell the kingdom, what are the things that I don't tell the kingdom. That is just the dream perfect woman.
He does this, she does this, and they're completely equal, but in their own right.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Here are 3 things that a high-value woman will never say to a man she's dating. A high-value woman isn't just a woman with standards, it's a woman who knows how to show those standards without screaming them. Never say, I have high standards. When you tell him that, you might think you're being hard to get, but he just thinks you're being basic. Instead of telling him you have high standards, show him you have high standards by not accepting low-effort, last-minute dates. Never say, I'm not a one-night stand kind of girl, or I don't normally do this. Instead, show him by not going home with him on the first few dates. Never say, I'm not like other girls, because guess who says that? Every other girl. Show him you're not like other girls by being the kind of woman who's got depth and character to her personality. Silence speaks louder than words, so if you want to know how to attract high-value men, check out this link here.
If you want people truly obsessed with you and you want to be truly magnetic, like really, 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 forget every single piece of advice you've heard. Listen to this one thing. If you want people to be crazy about you, you have to invest in yourself. That is the simplest way to put it. Everyone on this human planet struggles with self-esteem, with self-worth, with who am I? How do I appear in this world? How do I make him like me? How do I make her like me? How do I make him stay? How do I make her reply to me? And the reality of the situation is this. If you can show that other person that you have the self-worth and the self-esteem to truly invest in yourself, go to the gym, eat the right thing, work on your business, have a calm, peaceful life and mindset. Don't chase other people. Just appear for yourself. Just invest in yourself, in your own thriving. People will look at you and think, wait a minute. What does she know that I don't know? I want the secret to that. It's like the fountain of youth. Everyone wants a secret to that. Everyone wants a secret to true self-worth and confidence. If you can quietly sit in your energy and show up for yourself, unapologetically, people will be drawn to you like moth to a flame. I'm telling you, you won't be able to get rid of people if you have that quiet confidence and you show up for yourself, because they will be like, number one, teach me. Number one, I need to invest in this appreciating asset, which is how men think. Try it.
To be a high value woman, you can't be a promiscuous woman. Think that high value means exclusivity, and exclusivity means everyone can't get it. If anybody can get at you, that's not high value. Not to be confused with valuable. But high value is different from valuable, right? So I just think that, and especially if you're a high value feminine woman that wants a high value masculine man, you cannot be promiscuous. I'm sorry, body count matters.
Oh, wow. A high value woman is a high character woman. Because those are the ones that the men marry. They ain't gonna marry. They marry the high character woman that empowers you, that wants to, that pushes you to be better, that pushes you to be more, that says, I got a standard for myself. And I'm not talking about based on $30 meals. I'm talking about you can't talk to me a certain way. You can't treat me a certain way. You can't buy me. Now,
these are the signs of a high-value woman. Here's a woman who has high self-esteem and high self-confidence. She likes, values and appreciates herself. She knows she is worthy. She has overcome her fear of being alone or any loneliness voids from within. And because she's overcome that, she does not date unavailable people, abusive people, addictive people, narcissistic types. She has her non-negotiables for a relationship, integrity, consistency, etc. And she does not deter from this. She has healed or is healing her past trauma, such as codependency, people-pleasing, etc. And she is accountable for her thoughts, emotions, habits and triggers. When in a relationship, she doesn't throw her triggers on her partner. She will look to heal her triggers in the moment via regulating her nervous system. She works on her emotional intelligence. She's looking to balance her feminine and masculine energies. And so she's more compassionate, loving, magnetic. She's very connected to her heart. She knows boundaries and respectful communication, and she's able to implement this in her relationships. And because of her divine feminine energy of compassion, love, magnetism, she is naturally supportive, encouraging and enhancing to anybody she's in a relationship with. Hope this video helps you guys. Check out all my self-study courses in the bio.